There's going to be a major, catastrophic population crash in the next 5 to 10 years. And I'll tell you why. Simply put, the landscape has changed. The landscape has changed, gentlemen. Traditionalism is dead. Conservative women and men, that's dead. I don't care what you say. Family values are dead. That 3, 4 family household white picket fence is dead. And it's not just America. This common population crash is going to happen throughout the world. And it's going to be something we've never seen in our lifetime. It's not just happening in America, it's also happening in Asia, in countries like Japan, Korea, China, right? It's also happening on the West, all through Europe, Canada, United States. It's happening. And the only countries that hasn't kept up yet, but soon will be, are countries like India and countries within Africa. But this is only because they haven't been modernized yet. But when you go to countries like Nigeria and South Africa, where the women are heavily westernized, you start to see the correlation. And I'm not saying that I'm against women who go and get an education and who want to pursue degrees and careers. Listen, go do you, baby. Go do you. Go get an education. But there's a direct correlation between women going to get degrees in higher education and the lack of families, right? Countries like China are highly educated. Countries like Japan are highly educated, have highly educated women. And it's a direct correlation in them furloughing marriages and families. So just wait until the rest of the world catch up. But they're going to catch up pretty dang on fast. See, you're probably thinking, well, what's the major news? Okay, the population has declined because people are not having kids. Okay, what are you saying? What I'm saying is a population crash creates permanent classes. Population crashes create security risk. Population crashes create new uh, create new superpowers, create new dominant players. So I'm telling you, if you're in the United States viewing this, if you're in the Western world viewing this, hell, if you're on the Eastern, if you're over East watching this, it's a security risk. And it will create permanent classes of people. So if you thought it was hard to climb the ladder now, wait until then. If you thought it was hard to get some money now, wait until then. And also, a smaller population of people is easier to control. It's easier to control. So you probably was thinking, well, what's the point? Why would they want a smaller population? Why don't they want people to populate the earth? Well, for that reason right there. Too many damn people. Too many people to watch. Too many people to control. See, it always come back to control. Always. See, back in my conspiracy theory days, back in middle school, we always thought that there was going to be some major war, right? Some big old catastrophic war that's going to just wipe half of humanity out, right? Or some plague or something that was just going to wipe a quarter of humanity out, right? I think we were far. I think we were wrong. We were dead wrong. We were off the mark. And not saying that war isn't still a possibility, but we're off the mark. See, what the war really was turning the woman against the man. That's what it really was. See, he tricked us, threw it out there, threw the bait out there. Boom. Watch them catch this. Boom. Watch them eat this up. So everybody's walking around here thinking that it's going to be war, it's going to be famine, it's going to be this, that, and the third. No, no. It was technology. It was social media, the dating apps, the freeing of the woman, letting her run wild with no rules, no values, no self respect, just loose as a goose. And it's funny that I say that because when you look at the story of Adam and Eve, when you look at the story of Adam and Eve, what was humanity's downfall? A disobedient, loose woman, and also a man that didn't keep that woman in check. That was humanity's downfall. It's going to get ugly. The divide will continue to happen. Women will continue to push men away, right? Men will continue to be suckers and will continue to suck up to women because they so desperately need love. They want so much love from a woman. They're willing to sacrifice their manhood. They're willing to castrate themselves for the sake of women, right? But this was all planned. It was all pre-planned. It was all planned. All they did was throw in the bait, let them all eat each other, let them all fight amongst each other. Let's turn them, against each other based on gender. Let's turn them against each other based on politics. Let's turn them against each other based on race and ethnicities and nationalities. Yeah, they'll eat that all the way up, especially the poor people. Especially the poor people. So are you ready? Are you ready? And let me set this straight. There are people who are out there who want to have kids. There are people out there who want to be married. There are people out there who are married, who are in relationships and are in healthy, arrangements. However, the economic conditions are not even healthy to raise a family. So you have many different things fighting against people from across the world. So just don't think that this is just a domestic issue. If you're watching this in the United States, or if you're watching this in Canada, or if you're watching this in England, the UK, Germany, wherever, Australia, don't think these issues are just local to your country, because it's not. It's not. There are some people pulling heavy strings. There are some people pulling major strings. We just can't see them. Because, like I said, we're so busy painting our fellow man and woman down here at the bottom. We're so busy painting them as the enemy. We're so busy pointing the finger amongst each other when we all have a common enemy. We all have, it's a common enemy. I don't know who that enemy is. I just know it's a common enemy. I just see through all the fluff. I see through all the BS. But what does a world where the population crashes look like? I don't think it'll be a very happy world. I don't think it'll be a very happy world. As life expectancy continue to increase, that means people will continue to work. People will continue to work as long as they can work and breathe. I've seen 80-year-olds, 90-year-olds sitting in chairs in Kroger and Walmart, or, any other grocery store or local store. You're not retiring. People are not having kids at a fast enough rate to replace the population that is dying off. They're not. Replacement level is. So for the most part, most people will work until they scoop them up from the desk, from the floor, at that job that they died at. So the world that is coming looks like constant work, no fulfillment, no purpose, none of that. None of that. Just work, barely surviving, barely being able to pay your bills. No one, no younger generation coming to replace you. No generation coming up with no new ideas, no nothing. There won't be any love. There won't be any marriages. Women to have their toys, men to have their OnlyFans and pornography and sex dolls, right? People are going to be living in their own shells, their own universes, and wait till the virtual reality really get up to speed. People are going to live in their own worlds. There isn't going to be a need for children. There isn't going to be a need for procreation. There isn't going to be a need for any of that. Nothing. It's happening right now as we speak. People are in their own zone. People are not dating. And when they do go on dates, it's a catastrophe. And usually on the women's end, they're the ones creating the catastrophe most of the time. But once again, like I always say, the strong will rise and the strong will reign through these tough times. So if you're a man and you're about your business, you're about your grind, you're about getting to where you need to be by any means necessary, then hey, you will be one of the ones who get to have your pick of the litter and get to have your fun and get to live out an amazing life. But for the rest of you, and that's an after pill. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The 5 key principles for the modern man. Hit that link in the description. If you want to schedule a coaching call with me, a consultation call, or you just want to chat with me, hit that link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the After Pill 2.0 and make sure you become a member if you haven't became a member yet. Memberships are starting at 99 cents. You want to get in before the prices go up. All right. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.